Fucking on your bitch.
Yo, hey,
Got
listen.
abortion. Wife ain't with the shit.
We live on the
Then I'm
motherfucking
Ain't
Shank Show.
no nigga made me. Ain't no bitch save me. Money running through my veins, bitch. I need an IV. Ain't no nigga sign me. Ain't no nigga play me. They know the mission. Got love for me, cause I stand on business. I'm a menace. Sack the paper running through the trenches. You ain't convincing. All that tough talk, but we ain't listening. Pop some pussy niggas for they motherfucking dividends. Let me get that. Put they bag and let them pussies live in shit. You pray to God you see my vision in. I ain't wanna kill nobody, I just wanted the cake, nigga. I let them live. I'm a lion, fuck a rat, and a snake, nigga. We snake niggas, put them in the blender, watch them shake, nigga. Right now. Activate that cheat code. I couldn't wait, nigga. Bust them down, got a couple rounds for the hate, nigga. On the lake, bad bitch, my dick ate, nigga. Shake up. I stay running to that bank, bro, no pay cuts. Easy money like a layup. Yeah. You owe some paper, you gotta pay up. Yeah. You niggas sleep, but I'ma stay up. Shake up. I stay running to that bank, bro, no pay cuts. Yeah. Easy money like a layup. You owe some paper, you gotta pay up. Money. You niggas sleep, but I'ma stay up. Bag in. Right now. Gon' bag that jag in that ass in. Yeah. Bitch, I spin it on that fashion, no lacking. We'll turn this shit tragic, my faction. Pussy. I get money without asking, no practice. They threw me in the game, built my rank. Niggas knew that I wasn't playing how I'm laying. I'm staying, I'm the man, need them bands in my hand, that's the plan. Pussy, diamonds dance, you can't stand with.
Hey, we live on the motherfucking Shank Show where we get paper and stay low. Hey, man, we got a full panel tonight. Hopefully, we got a special guest for you. Hopefully, Jay Slug gonna come to the motherfucking show tonight. He was scheduled to come. We're gonna see how that work out. If he come, he come. If not, we get him at a later date. But if he come, cool. We live right now. The Shank Show. Right now. Live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. Go to whatever site is most comfortable for you. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. To the Shank Show YouTube channel. We need you to subscribe, man. We got heavy topics. We got fire topics, lit topics, however you want to say it. We coming with the shit, man. And we gonna keep coming with it. So, the first thing I always do is do my introductions. Cause you know that's how I do. So I want to first introduce the host to the show, Heavy Hefe 3. What's happening?
What's up? What it do?
Heavy in the motherfucking building. Hey, next I want to move to Son the 7th. What's happening, my baby?
What's the word? What's the word?
Man, it's all good in the hood, man. You know how we play it. And then last but not least, and we got some more people coming in, so, you know, we're going to introduce them when they come in. But last but not least, I want to introduce Timo Supreme to the motherfucking Shank Show. What's up?
What's up? Thanks for having me on.
It's always a pleasure, Timo. All the way from Arizona checking in. He fucking with us heavy. We appreciate Timo on the motherfucking Shank Show. Right now, again, we live streaming on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. And please get in the comments because we read them live on all platforms right now.
And
Please.
we shouting you out.
And we shouting you out. You feel me?
The gram, all that shit.
For real. That's how it's going down. So, before we got on camera, we had a great debate. Some real knowledge for people, right? Son the 7 was making a certain point. Timo was making another point. I just want y'all for the fans and for the listeners and for everybody who watching. I want y'all to recap that because I think that's an important perspective to have from each of y'all sides. So I want to recap that. Let's back up a little bit and rewind And what was the first thing? I think Timo was making the first point. What was your first point that you were making, Timo? And Son of Seven had a question about that point.
We played a clip about certain things. One was about the square miles of South America compared to Greenland, which is actually covered in ice.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hey, hold on. Hey, Timo. Hey, Timo, hold on 1 second. Hey, listen. I want to introduce our special guest for the night. He came on. This is my baby. I got so much love for this guy, man. Hey, welcome J Slug 500 to the motherfucking Shank Show, man. We in the building. What's happening?
I can cuss, right?
Yeah, do your thing. You hear me?
I'm just kicking my shit, swallowing my spit, baby. What's poppin'?
Hey, man. We appreciate you for having you on, man. You actually
It's all love, my baby. It's all love.
Yeah. You actually came at the perfect time. We was just getting started. And hey, Slug, listen, I got a lot of questions for you, me and Heavy. You know, because Heavy is the host. Heavy is the host of this show. And we both got some questions for you. I'm the moderator. We both got some tough, legit, stand-up questions for you, man. And we gonna make this a big thing because you a big player. You feel me? We know your history. We know you. We didn't deal with you. We didn't did business with you. You a stand-up guy. We got much love for you. So, hey, the pleasure is ours, man. Appreciate you for coming to the motherfucking Shank Show, my baby.
I appreciate y'all having me, man. I appreciate y'all having me, man.
It's all good. So look, so right now, y'all, we were just talking about Son of Seven, Timo having a discussion about something before we came on camera. We're gonna touch on that a little bit, and then we're gonna get straight into the special guest, J Slug. So, Timo, go ahead and finish your point, man.
My point was can you name the lady again for the live audience?
Her name is
Jane Elliott.
Jane Elliott. There you go, Jane Elliott.
Yeah. But what I was saying is in Chirac there was 300 killed and 220 of them, so 73% were blacks. So she makes that point about soon, within 30 years, there'll be black and brown people, Asians, everybody but whites will be the majority. And I agree with that. I was just saying, well, you gotta maybe stop all the violence in some of the inner cities, but I'm just saying in the calendar year 2022, we're only half over. 300 people have been killed in the city limits of Chicago, according to the Sun-Times. Like I said, 220 divided by 300, 73% were black. So how can you get more black people when that's people seem to be getting killed just in that one city, my hometown, Chicagoland. Like,
okay, so that's
a
fair point. So, son, what was your rebuttal to that? You felt like that's a
my rebuttal to that is just that's some slick ass way to say well, the blacks keep on killing each other, they ain't gonna be the majority. Come on, man. We all know that's some bullshit, dog.
Well, do you feel like hold on?
You know you trying to be slick, man.
Not really
trying to be slick with that bullshit because you know it's some bullshit. You know that ain't gonna stop black people from brown people from still becoming a majority. You just wanted to throw that little bullshit in there, bro. That's what it sounds like to me.
I didn't mean it that way. I just meant those are the stats that I heard about just past weekend.
What they got to do with what Jane Elliott said? They don't have, those two things don't have anything to do with each other. Jane Elliott said that black and brown people, that white people are scared that in so many years that they won't be the majority as they think that they are. And then you said, well, so many people got killed in Chicago. In other words, that if that keep on happening, Jane Elliott's prediction ain't gonna come true. Come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, dog. You know that's some bullshit, Timo. Come on, man. Stop that bullshit, bro. You know that's some slick shit, dog. You know that shit ain't real. And you know it ain't. Because you know white people kill white people. When Asian people get killed, who the fuck going to jail? Asian motherfucker. Come on, bro. You know that shit ain't real, dog.
So let me ask this.
I know the deaths are real, but they ain't got nothing to do with what Jane Elliott was saying.
Well, let me ask y'all this though, on some real shit. I want to pose this question to both of y'all real quick, right? All the murders that we see in the black community in Chicago and New York and Florida, Detroit, Arizona, California, all the black on black crime that we see. Do y'all think
it's black on black crime, bro?
But just what I'm saying, niggas killing niggas is what I'm saying. Well, however you wanna categorize it, I'm just saying, us killing us. Do you think that it's more of the media portraying it and making it bigger than it is, or is it a real problem for us that we need to correct?
Yes, because they give it labels. They give it labels, so therefore narratives get pushed. Black on black crime, crack babies. You know what I'm saying? They put labels on our shit, and therefore narratives get pushed.
So
narratives get pushed.
Okay.
It's like crack. How do they look at crack? They want to lock motherfuckers up for crack, right?
Right.
But what they want to do for motherfuckers on pills, they want to give them help.
And they give them packs. They give them what they was giving them
they want
the
to
shot
them off the rehab, right?
They were getting Norcaine packs.
And then they want to give you more time for crack than they do powder.
That's true.
Why?
That's true.
Come on, bro.
That's true.
Push these narratives, man.
He got a point there, because we all know that when the law come down, they're more strict and just fucked up to the black community than it is the white community. We know that. We live that, right? But I think that Timo is coming from a point to where he's going off some he's heard, some that he's seen, some stats. He's just making that point, which is that we do have I believe, my personal opinion is that we do have a problem in the black community with killing each other for nothing. I feel like we could do better with that. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's not to say that it's any more or less than any other nationality or any other culture, but we do have to get ourselves in check with that, because I think a lot of niggas die over pussy, money, territory, work, shit like that, right? That's not really worth.
White motherfuckers get dying over. They dying over petty shit too.
Yeah, for sure. They dying on innocent shit.
Everybody dying over the same shit, bro. Whatever your choice of crime is, that's what motherfuckers dying over.
Right.
It's just that they tell us that ours is something different, and they start labeling the shit.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Slug want to interject a little something. Go ahead, Slug.
I hear what everybody is saying, but nobody is touching the subject about how all these white people is going out here masked up, suited up, and killing all these black people. Like that white boy went inside that church
in New York,
killed all those black people. How that white boy Justin in Buffalo went in Buffalo and executed all those black people. But then you also got the little Mexican boy that went inside of a school and executed a whole bunch of the Mexican people. You know what I'm saying? But it's. So what do we call those white? You call it black on black crime, but what do we call the white people that's out here slaughtering tens to hundreds of black people at the time? Or these white cops killing niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Supposed to call them terrorists.
Terrorists.
You're supposed to. They say those labels for Arabs and people like that. See what I'm saying?
People of color, Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm black and I'm Arabic.
So,
you know what I'm saying? My real name is Salah Yosef Fali. I had to change my name in 2001 because of the Twin Towers was knocked down, and
they was harassing you. They was harassing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. I can see that for sure.
So man, it's like,
So
man, I don't be paying attention to that shit like that. But I don't like it either when people say black on black crime. But what about white on black crime? You know what I'm saying?
Right, all of it matters. I feel you, Slug. All of it matters for sure.
Say Slug blacks ain't just killing blacks.
Yeah, white.
Everybody killing blacks.
Yeah, everybody killing. Yeah.
Right.
We didn't see more police shootings. And remember the nigga just in I don't know if it was in Muskegon, wherever it was at. It was in Michigan, where the nigga stood on top of the nigga and shot him in the back of his neck. Man, killed him.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah.
Dude on his back and shot blasting him.
Yeah, blasting him, bro, in Michigan, bro, and like he got charged, but it's like, how do we stop this from happening? Like y'all niggas doing too much, bro.
Man, let me tell you something about like I be trying to explain to my shorty, my shorty wife. I be trying to explain to her too, like look, man. I was like, you don't know how hard it is for me being a black man in America. Me just get behind the driver's seat and a cop pull behind me. I have automatic PTSD.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Automatically. I see a cop pass by me, my palms get the sweaty, I get the sweating, I get a knot in my throat. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It ain't supposed to be like that.
No, we ain't supposed to feel like that.
No.
Yeah.
And that's facts.
Any black person, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
No, hey. No, Slug.
I think that.
Go ahead.
That black on black crime. I think that black on black crime label. That's played out, bro. It's played out.
Okay. Hey, that's facts. That's facts, Slug. I appreciate that perspective. I want to give Timo a chance to kind of respond or rebuttal, and then we're gonna get into the special guest. Go ahead, Timo.
Well, I was just using stats, and then and then people, and this is not me. This is the media. That's probably almost all white run, other than BET or something. But when they look at the percentage of the black population, which Son the Seventh correctly said was about 14%, when they look at the percentage of murders, it's higher among black people than it is among any other culture. All murder's bad. Like whether it's white on white crimes or just it's human on human crime. Let's call it that.
The percentage of poverty is more too.
True. And then the other thing about
make sure you
whatever that lady
before you just throw them stats out there.
And then but I was agreeing with you, Seventh. I was saying
I'm just saying though, don't just throw the stats out there because they don't mean nothing without any context behind it.
When you were saying the 14% of the population, she was talking about how's the population going to grow, and then 50-foot wall, whatever.
Okay, so there's more black.
But we talked about this on an earlier show.
Black people don't only exist in America. She wasn't only talking in America. There's not enough killing in Chicago to stop that thing that she was saying that black and brown people would take over the earth. There ain't enough killing in Chicago that could stop that.
True. I was just saying that when people are talking about the immigrants, illegal or illegal, I think it should be thrown to Hefe. It was like, where are they going to stay? They're going to come into black neighborhoods too, as well, because like it's the poverty thing you just mentioned, Son of Seven. That's what I'm agreeing with. Okay. Exactly.
All right. Well, listen,
it's not affordable in white neighborhoods if you want.
Okay, so now so now that we established that it's poverty, now let's go to the root of the poverty. How did the poverty start? Is it as simple as just as they try to tell us, just pull yourself up by your bootstraps? Is it that simple? Because that's what they try to tell us.
I don't know. My family came over on the boat through Ellis Island in the late 1890s after slavery was over, with a suitcase in hand, maybe $5 in their pocket. So from Poland. So they were impoverished. My dad grew up in a house in Southside Chicago.
But they had opportunities afforded to them that were there for them to take advantage of to come out of that, right?
They worked in a steel mill and a slaughterhouse. My grandfather and my grandma, and they grew up with a wood burning, coal burning stove, no hot water. They had to warm up that, wash themselves for school in the South Side of Chicago.
So maybe he came
from.
So
they bootstrapped it now, and but it was like in a very expensive house.
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that there's not any poor white people. But what I'm saying is the opportunities to come out of that poverty is more readily available for white people. Like, hold on, like say the GI Bill, like when all the veterans came back from the war, and then all the, that's how a lot of wealth got started. Because when a lot of veterans came back from the war and they started the GI Bill, that's when a lot of people started buying homes. People didn't really own homes before back then. So then the GI Bill afforded a lot of those troops to buy homes. But guess who wasn't included in the GI Bill, my man? Guess who? I don't gotta tell you, do I? That's a rhetorical question. Because you could just think about it and guess who it was. So all of these little opportunities and shit that's readily available for people to come up out of that, it wasn't there back then for us.
Hey, that's facts, son. I appreciate that perspective. And
it's not true though.
It is true.
The Servicemen's Readjustment Act of 1944, commonly known as the GI Bill, was a law that provided a range of benefits for some of the returning World War II veterans, including my grandfather. But if
black people,
you never heard of the Tuskegee Airmen?
Yeah, I heard of them. You need to check up on this, my man, because I'm telling you who it wasn't afforded to.
Hey, hold on. Hold on.
Real, it's supposed to have been that.
Hey, son, and Tim, hold on. I'm gonna let y'all continue, but I want to introduce Mandy to the motherfucking Shank Show where we get paper, stay low. Mandy in the motherfucking building, all the way from Cali.
A little late, but I'm here.
Hey, I appreciate you, baby girl. You hear me?
What's up, Mandy?
What's up, Mandy?
Not much. How's everybody doing?
We doing good. Hey, Mandy, we got a special guest in the building. We have I would say he's a super producer. I would say he's a very above the board artist. Like he's an artist. He's a super producer. He's worked with the best. He's been around $1 million niggas. He done made his money in the industry. He done made his name in the industry. Niggas respect him. We got motherfucking J Slug 500 in the building. What's happening, man?
What's up, baby?
Hey, listen.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, yeah, man.
What's up, you guys? How y'all doing, man?
Yeah, man. We doing good, man. The weather good here in Michigan right now, man. It was about 80, 90 degrees. It's a fucking breeze right now, man. You know, we gonna be crying.
I'm in Arizona right now. It's a monsoon going on. Walk in the studio. Look, it's a monsoon right now. I walk in the studio right now.
Yeah.
For real.
It was raining today, but it was very, very nice to have some rain.
For real. So listen, Slug. We gonna jump into you, man, because you know I want to make sure that that you get your shine on here, man, because you are a very special guest, man, and I want to go to Heavy. You are the host of the motherfucking Shank Show. We get paper, stay low, and I want you to start it off with the questions. I'm gonna come in. I got some questions for Slug too, but I want you to start it off and break it off and go ahead, ask your questions, and let's get into it, man. Hey, what's your thoughts? Let's discuss it.
Well,
it's good. What's up, man?
What's up, my baby? What's up, Sluggo? This my baby right here.
Yeah,
me
man.
Slug, where we been running, baby. That's good, my baby. He made a lot of my hits, man.
I stayed around. I stayed around, bitch. We on that.
Slug in the very creative producer, bro, engineer, artist, world-renowned producer and artist, signed with No Limit Records. He the best, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, anybody I fuck with, you know, when I fuck with the any of the specialty stuff that I need done, remixes of beats or just overall professional mixing, mastering, and you know, anything in the music industry, man, Slug can help you out with, man, will point you in the right direction. He been in the music since he was a young guy. You know what I'm saying? He worked his way up. He worked hard to get where he at now, and he's one of the best. You know what I'm saying? And
I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that.
So Slug, tell us a little bit about, you know, when you first got in the game, what inspired you to start doing music, and tell us where you from.
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, Nightwalk Desire Projects. Shit, man. When I started, my uncle, he was a music producer. He was a rapper too. And I remember he had a show with Mary J. Blige with Method Man. And he complained that he didn't do the show because he ain't have no new shoes. But I think he didn't do the show because he was scared. And I was, as a youngster, I recognized that. And I loved just being in the studio with him. So then I took that to like, this is what I want to do. And as a youngster. So I was about like 12 years old, 13 years old when I got my first program, which was Fruity Loops 1. And that's where I started at, man. I ain't have no training on beats or anything. I mean, it was just a computer software program. And I figured it out quick. And how I first started sampling. My first beat was, I flipped the Michael Jackson song "Rock with You," and I flipped it. I put some drums up under it. You know what I'm saying? I was youngster, you know what I'm saying? 13.
For real.
I know that was hot.
Well, it was hot. I was 13, man, and you know, it was crazy, man. And I kept at it, and then and I went to the East Coast a lot because, you know, my mom's and them was from the East Coast. My pop's from Saudi Arabia, but he's from New Orleans as well. He was born in Saudi Arabia, but he's from New Orleans. And so he kept pushing me. And so I ended up being in a group when I was like 16. It was called G Squad, and our first album was G Squad Chapter 1, Book of Killers. You know what I'm saying? And so I ended up producing that whole album, man, and it was crazy. And I got the opportunity to work on that album in a major studio. We're gonna fast forward. I was in New Orleans and Katrina hit. I was in the streets doing a lot of dumb shit at that time. And it gave me a clean beat. Me leaving New Orleans and moving to Arizona about 2005. You know what I'm saying? That gave me an opportunity for a clean, a fresh start over. My record was white, clean, and everything. I mean, so I ended up moving to Arizona, and
could you get a pistol? Could you get a pistol, Slug? With your record clean, could you get a legal pistol?
Yeah.
That's love.
Got a legal pistol, everything, man. Okay. They wiped, everything was wiped away.
Okay, go ahead.
It was so Katrina was so bad, bro, that they couldn't even find a record of my birth certificate or my high school transcripts.
Damn.
My whole history was wiped away. Everything.
It's crazy.
It's like,
I never thought of it like that, Slug. That's crazy.
It's like, I moved like to Arizona when they really called us refugees. They called us refugees.
They did.
We came to. I felt like, you know, we was real refugees. You know what I'm saying? I felt like when Katrina hit New Orleans, it was like a third world country, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
we felt like that too.
To Arizona. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, it wasn't no government help. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta think about it. I was in that shit, bro. When it was like martial law was in effect.
Hey,
you had the military really out there slaughtering my people. You know what I'm saying? You know, you had people standing on top of their houses while the city was, you know, the water was to the water was to the rooftops of people's houses. You know what I'm saying? Even in Detroit, those houses, we got shotgun houses like that too. Water was all the way, I mean, that water was like, they were like 20 feet deep, bro.
It's crazy.
It was deep.
Yeah, I was seeing some of that on the news. Yeah.
And so martial law was in effect, man. You're like, bro, I seen helicopters in the sky. Like, it was like a movie, man. I seen like military men jumping out of helicopters, bro, onto the ground, like
damn,
like on some SWAT shit. You know what I'm saying? It was bad, bro. So after all that shit happened, I ended up moving to Arizona. I got a clean slate, and I started rapping here in Arizona, and it was easy because my style was different, my sound was different, and I was producing all my own records, and that was going pretty good. And in 2007, I got my first record deal with Big Rig Records, and it was based out of New Orleans, and that's what really like, you know, opened up my mind to the industry and what I'm really doing. And we actually built a professional recording studio, but that deal ain't go too good. I mean, your first couple of deals that you get, it probably ain't gonna be that good, but it's a learning experience as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah, you get to meet people and get relationships with different people and stuff like that too as well.
Yeah. So I ended up taking that deal. That deal ain't work out. So I ended up coming back to Arizona, and I knew what I was doing as far as making beats, mixing and engineering, but I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So I started. I went to the Conservatory of Recorded Arts and Sciences, and I mastered my craft. I mastered my craft about just the formula of mixing a record. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With compressions, EQ, reverb, delay. You know, a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if you do, you get it. But once I completed that school, like, you know, my first internship was at the studio called Moon Valley Studios, one of the biggest professional studios in Arizona, and there was an OG out here named Iraq Dan, and he put me in the lab, bro, and I'm supposed to be an intern. He put me right to work. My first artist that I worked with was King Los.
Dang.
King Los is popping right now.
He was popping. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, King Los was the first artist I started working with, man. And you know, he's married to what's that video vixen girl name, man? I can't remember her name, but she's popping too.
Corinne Stephens.
Yeah, she's signed to Taylor Gang right now, Wiz Khalifa's label. So that was the first guy I started working with, and you know, he fed me game, and all the game that he fed me, I stayed to it. And then I got my first break on radios with this girl named LV Sharp out here, and she recently got signed to Cash Money. Okay. So I was working with her, and I got my first record on radio with her. Once I got that first record with her, then anytime I stepped to the radio station with anything, they would play it. You know what I'm saying? And in Arizona, I'm known for this infamous diss track. You know what I'm saying? It's called How to Rob a Local Rapper. You know,
it was on some 50 Cent. That's on some 50 Cent shit.
50 Cent shit. I robbed every local rapper in the city on record, and now my bars were just so crazy, and the radio picked it up, and they played it. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward to that, I opened up my first studio. That went good. I shut it down. I opened up another studio. I shut it down, and I got a job at the salt mine. That's where me and Hefe met at. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, just a little sidebar to the salt mine. When we moved to Arizona, you know, we was doing our thing. We was getting money, man, and we wanted to go to the best studio that was around. And we got introduced to the salt mine. When we went to the salt mine, they got plaques up there, Lil Wayne and all type of motherfuckers, right? So we was like, yeah, this is where we supposed to be at. So we did all our songs at the salt mine, and we was already on that. Feeding me, I was going in there, Heavy was going in there, we was recording, and then y'all met. So go ahead. I just wanted to put that sidebar in there that we was fucking with it. Hey, shout out to the salt man, by the way. What's dog name the owner, the white boy? Don. Don. Shout out Don, man. Flat out.
Hey, the reason that, you know, what really put me on to the salt mine for real was DMX.
Nino.
You know what I'm saying? I had started going to the salt mine with him.
Listen, I'm live right now on the show, man. Hey, any way you come in on the show for me, man, on the podcast, I got a podcast
Studio
now.
B, Studio
I
C,
can see the link, man.
Yeah. I knew they was for real. You feel me? Like, and they got like another room off to the side that's like a private studio.
Yeah, production room.
Production room that you can rent yourself and just be personal, and you can sleep in there, everything. So
the bungalow.
The bungalow. So it was just different. I think don't he got a basketball court out there?
Basketball court out there, all type of stuff. It's real legit, man.
Yeah, it's nice, man.
Yeah, so you know, I did all of that, man. The same night I was recording Hefe. Before I started recording Hefe, I was in another studio with Master P's A&R at the time. I didn't even know it was Master P's A&R. So I'm in the studio. He was like, I need you to make me this beat. And it was on some like Cali type shit. I made the beat like in 20 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. Put it together, press play. I walked in, I walked out. And he already had my resume. I didn't know who he was. And the same night I was recording you, okay? Same night I recorded you, this nigga pulls me to the side and was like, I got somebody on the phone, and I want to talk to you. I said, who is it? It was Master P, bro. And I signed my, and after I recorded you, I signed my deal that night. You remember I was in Cali.
Hell yeah, I remember you had left. I'm like, where you at, nigga? You like, I'm in Cali, nigga, I'm working.
It was the same night, man. So I signed my deal. After I recorded you, I signed my deal that night, flew to LA. I was out there for a minute. And every time I came back, man, you kept working.
Yeah.
Promote a little bit. Come on.
It's like, look, you here, nigga? He's like, pull up,
I do it like
pull up.
And then you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna say, man, like, you know, when you in this music shit, bro, you go through a lot of shit. You go through a lot of ups and downs. And I'm gonna say, you know, when you in this music shit, man, like, you gotta have your business together. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just the music. You know, I used to hear artists in the studio all the time. Like, yeah, I'm signed to No Limit. You know, I just want to do music. I'm gonna let everybody else handle my business and shit. But you gotta know the business so you can protect yourself, man.
You gotta know your own shit.
Yeah, man, you gotta know how to go after your royalties. That's how you gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna pay you up front. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't out here trying to fight for your money, they ain't gonna pay you. You're out here dealing with gangsters in business suits, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
It's a whole different ballgame, you know. So from that, you know, I came back to Arizona, you know, dealing with my stuff, you know. Shouts out to Master P, you know what I'm saying?
Shouts out to Master P, baby.
Oh, ain't nothing personal, it's business. That's my uncle forever. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I came back to Arizona, you know what I'm saying? I worked on a lot of stuff. And, you know, I had to get up out of LA, you know, when I was out there. And when I came back to Arizona, I found myself, I think all artists go through this, you know what I'm saying? I found myself in one of those spots to where I ended up getting a writer's block and beat blocks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was going through so much
mental.
I was going through mental and personal shit, like real life shit, reality, bro. Like I'm out there in Arizona with $1 million niggas, and I come back to Arizona fighting, you know what I'm saying, whatever I'm going through and battling my cases and going after the things I was going. And I came back to reality like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? Shit smacked the shit out of me, you know? And I'm not saying that I made mistakes, you know what I'm saying? And I was on my business. I was just sloppy with it. I needed to tighten it up. So that's why I had to separate myself. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of artists all the time who get screwed over because they don't know the business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was one of the ones who really knew the business, and I had to separate myself to know the difference between personal time and business time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so once I got on that, man, you know, everything started working out. You know what I'm saying? For me in my favor. And that's when me and you started leaking. I'm gonna say the only person that kept me on my shit half day was you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Sluggo, I need this beat. Even though I ain't even feel like making the beat. He was like, Sluggo, I need this beat, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nigga, you would do it for me. You would get up for me, Slug. Like,
all day.
You don't even want you would fuck with me. That's why you my baby, boy. You feel me? Like, nigga, you always fuck with me though. No matter what. You fuck with me you fuck with me on your high, and you never changed up on me. You feel me? Like, when you was out there in Cali killing them and all that shit, when you came in town, you made sure you fuck with me and got me together, got what I need. Feel?
Yeah.
I appreciate
Still to this
that,
day,
man. I
appreciate you too, man. It's just, and like I said, man, it's just all about managing your emotions and not letting your emotions get the best of you. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, like, people saw me like, I got this deal with Master P and I did this, and I came back and I'm doing my own thing. And then I seen a lot of people, like, they thought I was broke. But a lot of people turned their back on me. And, and you never let your left hand know what your right hand know. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So they felt like, oh, well, J Slug finished. He done. Nigga.
If they only knew.
Nigga, nah, hold up. Hold up. Nah, I'm done. Hold up, man. I got a full operation going. What's up, bro? That's Miguel, man. Manager of the studio. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Hold on, let me show you, man. I got a session going on right now.
That's what's up.
This thing, massive. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Professional shit. Who is that, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
That's right.
Come on, man. I got a full film room in the back. We ain't gonna go in there. You know what I'm saying? J Slug, what? And, I just, look, you want to see the break room? You know what I'm saying? Look.
Hey, hold on, Slug. Let me ask you this. Hold on. Slug, I'm gonna ask you this, right?
What's up?
And I see what you're doing, man, and I really, really, really I love that, man. You doing your motherfucking thing. But I wanna ask you this. Just describe a little bit to us, to the panel, to the listeners, to the viewers, a little bit about your time with Master P. You did songs for Romeo, you produced songs for Romeo, for the whole camp. But just tell us your experience with No Limit, Master P, how that went, how you feel about it, and just give us a little insight into that, my baby.
Well, I had the most. That's what made me who I am right now. You know what I'm saying? As far as business savvy, was Master P. My first studio session, I was in the studio session.
Hey, hold on, Slug. Hey, hold on. Hey, we got. Hey, hold on. Wait.
What's up, baby?
Hey, listen. We got motherfucking Nino Brown 305, Miami's finest. Hold on. Let me finish.
Hey, hold on. Wait. Nino, I got a song with you right now.
Ooh.
I need a beat for you. Debo Lottie Maserati.
Oh, yeah. Debo, man, out there in Zona, man, out there from Milwaukee. That's my boy.
Yeah.
So
we got a star study.
Hey, listen. Hold on. Let me say this. We live on the motherfucking Shank Show where we get paper and we stay low. Hey, listen, man. We got a live motherfucking panel right now. We got some of the stars in the building, man. We got J Slug 500 in the motherfucking building. And we got Nino Brown 305, Miami's finest, in the motherfucking building, nigga. You know how we do it on the Shank Show, nigga. Hey, listen.
Pleasure, man. So the truth is, man, y'all gotta understand where Shank come from, man. Like, I gotta tell you the truth. Like, man, Shank is a real hustler, man. J Slug is a real hustler. We got all hustlers on here, man. I just feel good that I'm united with some real hustlers, some real niggas. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that we can unite and combine with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to meet real ones out here. You know?
Oh yeah.
Hey, I want to say this.
Scammers at his all-time finest right now.
All-time finest. I want to say this, man. Listen, I want to say this to Nino, right? I was blessed and honored and privileged and humbled to go on a tour with Nino Brown, right? And Nino Brown was so accommodating to me on this tour. He did a lot of shit he didn't have to do. He showed me a lot of love he didn't have to show, and I appreciate him for that. You know, it was a point to where I was doing music. He heard the song. Bro was Heavy Hefe 3 was promoting that song. He got in contact. They got in contact with each other. We started to do a song that I already had. Nino jumped on it for me, showed me a lot of love on that. We shot the video in Miami. We did actually we got a tape together. We got about a 10-song tape together where me and Nino went back and forth on the chorus. It's called Blue Hundreds. Fire. You feel me? Matter of fact, we need to go and put that bitch out. We're going to have to revamp it a little bit, but we put that bitch out.
No, for real though, and not just that, like Heavy Hefe, man, you know, he was like more like a MC to this shit, because he really like put us together and let us work, man, and it was just a blessing to meet some real niggas, man, for real, that's getting real paper, not like this ain't no nigga that just be talking about money. These niggas be getting real money, man, and doing their thing, and they ain't hating on no nigga and not that Detroit, you know what I'm talking about, for real, dog. And I respect that shit, dog, for real, for real.
Facts. Hey, we appreciate you, Nino. Look,
we appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate you, for man. Real, and I just want to say this. We went on about I don't know if it was maybe a 5-city tour. We did shows, a couple cities in Florida. We did some shows in Alabama. We did shows in Atlanta. And every show that we did, there was radio interviews, sold out shows. I've never been in this type of environment in my life. I was in sold out shows, rapping my shit. Me and Nino going in that bitch, doing our thing in that bitch, man. I was humbled, man, and I learned a lot from that. It was a great experience. If I had to do it over, I'd do it again. You feel me? And I appreciate Nino. I got much love and respect for him, because he one of the ones that he will support you. You know, but you got to be a solid nigga though. You can't be on no hoe shit. Can't be on no hoe shit now. You got to be a solid nigga.
Real fake is everywhere. And it's hard to meet real people out here, man. As I told you, we extinct, and it's putting it even more hard on us, man, in the world where, you know, they trying to feminize the men. So what we got to do is stay connected and keep this real shit going, because real niggas back in style. You know, we just outnumbered by fuckboys and faggots and hoe shit. So what we got to keep doing is keep doing what we stand for, and everybody gonna come together. You know what I'm saying? And make it make sense. But man, it's just a blessing to get money, man. Don't hate on no nigga, man. It's a blessing to just connect and know we ain't fall out over no hoe shit. You know, niggas fall out over bitches, money, and bullshit. Man, we ain't out here doing. We staying strong, solid. At least 5 to 7 years we've been down, man, and I'm just thankful to even know these guys and be a part of what they're a part of. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, man, that's real. Hey, Nino,
I think money is a legit reason to fall out. You can't play with money.
Yeah, money is, but money is not everything. Sometimes it's principle over money, depending on the situation. So
no, it's not everything. Like if they can hold you on your money, they can do anything. They take money out of the mouth of you, your family, your kids. They'll do anything to you. So fuck that. That's not a real person.
Yeah. So
that's true. I mean, but money.
Toast to that.
No, it's real talk.
I'm not drinking, but I smoke with.
It's real talk. Money is a tool. Money is a transaction. Money is a tool we use to build our vision and our dream. If somebody play with our money, I believe that they just took a cheap way to keep them out of our face. Sometimes you gotta look at paper.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you just gotta cut them out.
Yeah, just they can't cross this bridge no more. They're going to have to swim back.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
And that hurt them worse. That's a cheap way of getting a motherfucker out your life.
Exactly.
For sure.
That's facts.
That's
So
a cheap way.
I want to ask. Go ahead, Slug. You want to say something, Slug? Go ahead.
You know, like Birdman say, man, like, you know, like I'm telling my little sister, you know, she's in the 7 figures right now. You know what I'm saying? She got all her hustling from me. She had a big party last night in Scottsdale, and we was at this place called STK. You know what I'm saying? One of the fanciest restaurants out in fucking Arizona.
We got one out here in San Diego.
Miami.
Yeah, so we chopping it up, right? And everybody at her table was fake, but they all envied her. And I had to pull her to the side. I was like, look, I said, you could see a hater a mile away. I said, but these motherfuckers at your table, they all envy you. You got to watch them. They're going to be your demise. They're going to bring you down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you watch the motherfuckers that's around you. Don't worry about the hater. You can see that. You can smell them. You know what I'm saying? But the motherfuckers that envy you, they going to steal from you. They going to lie on you. They close to you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had to say. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's facts, Slug.
You know, watch the motherfuckers that envy you. You know what I'm saying?
Watch the niggas close to you. Watch the niggas that envy you, man. It's a cold game.
Watch the motherfuckers that are watching you.
Yeah. You gotta watch motherfuckers that watching you. That's right. Yeah. So, hey, Nino, real quick, right? You got millions of views on YouTube. You got many successful audio books. You are an internet sensation. What's your thoughts on what advice would you give to the person that's trying to come up and do the right thing? You know, they tired of the streets, they tired of the rat holes, they want a wife, they want a good life, they want to be a stand-up individual. And we know that take work. So what's your thoughts on that? What would your advice be to a person like that?
I mean, do it as a hobby until you could turn it to a business. A lot of people think that you just wake up overnight, man. Me and Shank was on tour in the van, man. Like niggas ain't had no tour bus. Niggas ain't. Like, we was thugging it and we was making it happen, bro. Niggas don't understand that you gotta crawl before you walk, and it ain't no cheat sheet to this shit. You gonna have to take the stairs, but send the elevator back down for your niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Right. That's right.
And sometimes all the niggas ain't gonna fit in the elevator.
Sometimes all of them ain't gonna fit, dog. And not just that, everybody can't go. And you know, we gotta understand, dog, there's only one chair behind the door of success. Sometimes we can't bring everybody with us. Sometimes we just gotta go alone, because that walk alone gonna produce character, strength, integrity, discipline, you know what I'm saying, and ambition. And if you really want it, man, you gotta really just understand that, man, I'm gonna do whatever it takes until, you understand me, within reason, until this shit happen. I ain't gonna give up. I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going, dog. Even if they laughing at me, the same people that laughed at you one day gonna ask you if you hire it. You just gotta keep going.
That's right.
That's right. Hey,
truth.
So Nino, with the audio books thing, man, that's a very interesting thing, man.
Right.
Is that something that that you would encourage somebody to do? Does it take a lot of experience and real life situations to be able to put a book together just so it'll be real and interesting at the same time? Because I know that's a challenge doing that. I could just assume that. But with you doing those audio books and being successful in that, is that something that you would push more people to do if they are creative folks?
With books, it take a lot of studying. It take a lot of sitting in front of, to get the right intellect, to get the right words. Sometimes you got to study. Even John Madden, like, he studied football, he coached it. You understand me? We study the streets. Hefe know about the streets, you know about the street. Everybody on here know about the street, but the truth is, we got different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? So I think before I tell anybody to do that type of, business, because it's a business at the end of the day doing a book, man, just be all in on what you're going to talk about or whatever you're going to write about, because you could just say a whole lot of nothing and put it out as a book. You want to come with that substance. You want to come with that shit that when they think about you as a legacy, it's like, man, when that man died, this shit still, like, we could go get the rose that grew from a concrete by Tupac and just get where he was at in his mental with that book. Like, books tell a lot, and movies be produced off books. It's a script work before the movie is thought out and acted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would tell people to study a lot. Like, I spend a lot of time in front of screens studying, like Jim Rohn, Earl Nightingale, and things like that, man. Napoleon Hill, man. I study it and I interpret it in a street way that they could understand. There's a lot of, I spend about 9 hours of studying. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could turn YouTube into a gossip, or we could turn YouTube into a university. I choose to take it to school so I can give my people the tools they need to use to build the dream they trying to manifest.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
That's real, Nino.
Rose That Grew from Concrete is a poem book by Tupac Shakur, put out after his death. But it's a very good read if you guys haven't read it.
Okay.
Get off your mat. It's less than $20. It's a really good book.
Hey,
you know
facts.
who my favorite artist is?
Hey, facts. Listen, I want to say this. I want to jump into the first topic because I want to give our special guest, because we got some special guests in the building tonight. We got J Slug 500 and we got Nino Brown 305 straight from Miami. I want to go into the first topic because we live on the Shank Show where we get paper and we stay low. We live on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube right now. Go to all those sites, whatever's most comfortable for you, and like, share, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's the Shank Show, right? The first topic of the night is supporting black business. And, you know, I think this is a good topic because I feel like a lot of people have different views on this. A lot of people want to support black business, but a lot of people may have bad experiences with black businesses. So I want to give everybody a chance to kind of give their perspective on this topic. I want to start with J Slug 500. What do you think about supporting black business, and what's your thoughts on that? Let's discuss.
I think, you know, we all should support black businesses, man. You know, I be hating the homie hookup. So, you know, when a nigga think they know you and they your boy, you know, they'll go pay for some Louis Vuittons, but they want to come in the studio and be like, hey, bro, come on, look out for me, half price. Come on, man. Like, nah, bro. Respect my price, respect my mind, respect my gangster, bro. You know what I'm saying? The price is the price. The rate is the rate. I'm not OT Genesis. I ain't cutting shit. You know what I'm saying?
Cut it.
Respect is just, you know, we need to start respecting black-owned businesses more, as far as how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me say this, Love. Let me say this, right? I think that a lot of people want to support black business. I think a lot of black people want to do that. And I think that sometimes, though, we have bad experiences. And let me give you an example, right? I was moving one time. I'm going to make it real short. Then I want Nino to answer this. But I was moving one time, right? And I had 2 men in the truck. And I got a quote from 2 men in the truck, and I got a quote from a black company. The black company was maybe like $100 cheaper. I said, let me go. I'm gonna go with them, because they're a black company. I'm gonna go with them, right? I go with them. The guys come, 3 guys. They come to my condo. They finna move me to the crib, to a crib, bought a crib, right? And so they get there, they get the move. I tell them these bunk beds right here, make sure that y'all, you know, take the screws out, put them in one bag, don't lose none of them, you know, I'm just, I want to make sure that they, gonna do what they supposed to do. So I tell them that, bam. Next thing I know, 30 minutes later, I hear some niggas arguing in the garage. I go in the garage, the workers is arguing. The moving niggas arguing. One of them walk off, say, I'm gone. He leave. So it's 2 niggas now. So I'm like, what the fuck? God damn.
Nigga shit.
Nigga shit, you feel me? One nigga just walk off and leave. You feel me? They arguing. So I said, God damn, there's 2 niggas now. So they finished the job. Their job was to disassemble the bunk bed and assemble it back at the crib. So they assembled the motherfucker back. And I get to looking at the motherfucker, screws missing. Shit ain't in there right. I'm like, God damn, right? It's a dent on the motherfucker. Damage to the motherfucker. So, moral of the story is, I had a bad experience with a black company, and I felt like I should have just went with 2 men in the truck and hired the white guys and paid a little extra and got it done right. So with that being said, Nino, what you think about supporting black businesses, man? What's your thoughts? Let's discuss this.
I think it's a problem when you go walk in a business that's a white-owned business or a Chinese-owned business or, a Jewish-owned business, and you got your pants up, you talking with respect, you handling them right. But then when you go to a black-owned business, a Jamaican-owned business, a Haitian-owned business, you trying to jug them and get $5 off because they black and you feel like they need the money, and then you just got an integrity issue with spending your money the right way with a black-owned business. I think black people also lack exposure. I think we don't have exposure as to how to conduct order and structure in business. I think that's where we go wrong. Like, every Walmart in the world got the same setup. When you walk in Walmart, you see the cash registers, you see the produce, and you see this and that. In black-owned businesses, we ain't never structured and ordered right, but we want everybody to pay us. I think we need to learn the right steps of business. I think we need to learn customer appreciation. I think we need to learn, more importantly, customer service, like how to talk to people. Just because they spending money with you, that don't mean that you own them, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, people got bad attitudes and shit like that, dog, and they want to talk to you fucked up because they feel like, oh, I spent my money with you and this and that. Like, bitch, I'm sorry, bro, but I'm just being honest. Like, we ain't gonna go there. Like, nah, bro. And I don't like the fact, like, we do it to ourselves. Like, black on black crime is worse than the KKK. And it's like, we gotta stop blaming the white-owned bit, white this, black this, white this, and start just saying, look, it's got something to do with a heart issue rather than a color issue. It's a mind issue, a mindset. It's not a color, because it's bad white people too, and that blow up schools and shit like that, just like it's some niggas out here that do some dumb shit. We got to start addressing this shit as a heart intent thing, bro. This more of a heart and mindset thing, and how you raise. We got to go to these baby mama and these motherfucking mama and get back to grandma with the, not the new grandmas with the ass and the titties. We need the old grandmas that want to shit up in them highway with no ass, no titties, just a gray goddamn wig. We need them in the house. That's right. That's the one. That's the one, dog. And we got to start looking at this shit as a whole, because that's why the niggas fighting in the house. They don't value the business. Because if you value your business, you gonna wait till you get back to the office and straighten that dude that you had a problem with at Shank out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you ain't got no integrity. So it's like, man, this whatever, nigga, we finna do this shit right now, whatever. Now you embarrassing the company, even though the man who owned the company ain't even there. You embarrassing him because you want to act like a nigga at Shank House.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
So that's what I think about that. I think we got to start expose and read some business books. You understand me? Start studying some shit on some business, my nigga, because a lot of people don't understand. Another thing is, when we was out here in the streets, And I know I'm going all over different topics, but I just want to go here. When we was in the streets back in our day, dog, we would buy work clothes. We wouldn't be out here trying to stunt with the big rollie, with the big car. We know we were moving in the street getting money. We would act like we worked at a job. We would not want our neighbor to know how we were getting it. On this shit here, dog, the internet know everything a nigga getting and what he doing because he want to show everybody. That's why the feds getting these niggas. Mm-hmm. These niggas do not know order and structure. They don't know how to stay low key. Like you say, get money and stay low. They don't know how to do that. They want everybody to know.
Facts.
That's fair.
Facts.
Yeah.
Hey,
you better ask yourself, is it worth bowling 6 months or for going to prison for 30 years? Is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
Is it worth bowling 6 months? Okay, you throwing them on the strip club on the big booty bonquisha now, and then guess what? The motherfucking feds come. Is it worth going to prison with the RICO charge 20 years to crack talking about? Is it worth that?
Look at Young Thug. Look at Young Thug right now. Look at Young Thug. Young Thug in a fucked up situation. Hey, I don't want to say this though. Young Thug was doing a lot of trolling. A lot of Young Thug said he gonna get some titties if he ever went to jail. I remember that. Niggas act like they don't remember he said that. Niggas act like they don't remember he said that. I remember he said that. So my thing is this. Stop with the bullshit. Y'all niggas making millions of dollars. Be businessmen. Stop trying to be a super gremlin, my nigga. You feel me? Get you some money. Live a good life. What is you calling plays and being involved in criminal shit when that's the shit that we try to get from?
Get away from.
We try to get away from that. And y'all niggas getting money and still doing it. I can't have no sympathy for you. You said you was gonna get the titties. Get the titties, my nigga.
Right.
You got the money. You got the money. You got the money. Get the titties, nigga.
Yeah, because is them niggas getting money and still doing it, or did they get money and start doing that shit?
They getting money and still doing it, I think. I don't know. Maybe.
I think
what you think, Nino?
What I think is this, dog. I think the problem with rappers is when you getting money, niggas feel like you ain't street no more. So they feel like, oh man, you know, I'm gonna show these niggas, yeah, I'm getting street money. I mean, I'm getting rap money, nigga, but I'm still that nigga. And that's what make them niggas. And see, niggas don't understand this one thing. When you got the power of a rapper, you got more power than the president over a federal agent child.
Facts.
So when these niggas on these songs telling these young kids what to do, and these federal agents looking at him and say, well, damn, Bobby, what you listening to him? He telling you to kill and rob. So that automatically inject hate towards the Fed versus you, and the Fed don't even know you, but he know his son listening to Kodak Black. Yeah. So he got to attack Kodak Black and get him off the streets. Yeah. He got to get Young Thug off the street. These folk been watching them people 5-6 years. They go back longer than that. So the truth is, dog, if the feds don't announce when they watching you, why you announcing what money you get? Why you announcing who you killing on these records? Why you doing all this shit, dog? And why you still in the street when God done bless you with a way out? Real street niggas trying to make it out the streets. These niggas going backwards.
Hustling backwards. It's an obstacle, man. It's an obstacle, man. The obstacle is to get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Get out.
Facts.
Get out.
These niggas is, boy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Let me tell y'all.
Go ahead.
Just real shit, real street shit, dog, out here. Listen, man, if you a real nigga out here and your heart real, even though you a street nigga, you still could be a real nigga and got a real heart and got some real blood running through your back. First of all, dog, a real nigga don't want to be doing that shit no way. Quasi. The real niggas who out there in the streets, they do it for certain circumstances that they in and the environment where they come from. And they feel like if I got to get a minimum wage job, I got two motherfucking choices. The first choice is to go to work and live check by check and my family poor. Second choice is to have a little more than average. So I'm going to go on and slang some dope. so me and my family can live a little better
That's
than
right.
just check for check. Because first of all, with these jobs and these good jobs, even these good jobs that you can get, it's not a lot of them out here. So only so many people are gonna get the good jobs. So now you left with the average jobs and the low jobs. So is it fair to say that just because these jobs is out here available for me, I gotta live a certain way with my family? I gotta live poor with my family? No, because I got a motherfucking choice to be a street nigga, and me and my family can get a little more. That don't mean that I like this shit I'm doing. This means I want my family to live a little more comfortable. But a street nigga don't want to be even doing this shit. Fuck this shit. 80%, I would say 70% of the niggas out here, 75% of niggas don't want to be doing that shit. If they can have something that they can do to make them the same amount of money that street money gets you, but legit, then jump on that shit. 75% of niggas will jump on it.
Right.
So that's real. You feel?
Let me add to that.
Go ahead, man.
A real motherfucker is never gonna have to prove anything to anybody. He's the motherfuckers, other motherfuckers prove shit to. So a real motherfucker's not out here proving nothing to nobody. They're hustling, getting their money, and moving the fuck on.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, you ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody, but see, it's the fact that, see, I'm gonna tell you this. I would never let a structure control the money I make for my family comfortability, ever, because I'm a man. And if I feel that my family living below average and I want them to live a little better, I'm going to do what the fuck I got to do to make it happen. You understand?
Facts.
And that's what a real man do. And whatever the fuck they got to do to step up to make that happen, that's what the fuck we going to do.
That's right.
You know, nothing controls the fucking way I live. Or my family never have. Because if I want something, I'm going to get it. Bitches, come get me.
That's right.
Flat out.
That's just the truth. I mean, like she said, you ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. I think there's a lot of that going on, and we started that in school. And the real people that really know what this shit about started to go their own way, because we realized, man, what the fuck I'm proving some shit to a nigga for? What I'm looking up to this nigga for? And they just kept that mindset in. Like, I gotta fit in with the boys. I gotta fit in with the crowd.
Yeah.
But how does that make you a real man? You're over here trying to impress another man.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They kept that high school mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we did in school. You know, the thing for kids is to fit in with the group. So they still trying to fit in. Think about this, right? So the average rapper or the average whatever feel like the only way you classify yourself as a real nigga or a real man or a real whatever, I gotta go get the Rolex, I gotta go get the Benz, I gotta go get this. But when you get all this shit that they say you supposed to get to be real, you still feel like less than the motherfucking man when you get the shit, because the truth is money don't make you real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they're going about all these utensils like Benzes, like the big house, you got the bad bitch, you got this, you got the big Rolex. But you still feel empty because that shit don't make you real.
That's right. That's right. Because with all that shit, Nino, you still that same nigga you been. You feel
It's your
me? With the
costume.
right. Just costume, man, to hide it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You hiding in that shit.
So let me say this. Hey, son, the 7th. What you think about supporting black businesses, man?
I like a lot of the points everybody was saying, because the thing is, we deal with each other different.
Right.
Like Nino said, when we go in these other places, we get all respectful and shit, but when we deal with each other, it's like, yo, what up? You know what I mean? It's like when I can understand what Slug was saying about the studio situation. Guys come in every time they want some type of discount, some type of deal. I'm already giving you a deal because I'm giving you
my time.
Great, exactly. And I'm giving you great work.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because you ain't gonna go nowhere else and get it, I'm already giving you a deal. So if you go somewhere else, like in one of these, you know what I'm saying, so-called professional settings or whatever, then they're going to charge you way more. So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
And let me add. Go ahead.
Okay, so you wanna support it, but it's just the way that we deal with each other, bro. It's like that Will Smith thing. I guarantee you, if that thing wasn't produced by a black man, Will Smith wouldn't have went up there and smacked dog.
He wouldn't have smacked dog.
Because we don't treat each, when it comes to business, we don't get into that business mindset when dealing with each other. But then we get into that business mindset when dealing with other people.
That's facts.
Because it's that homeboy discount that Slug was talking about.
That's facts.
Yeah,
That's facts. Hey, I appreciate that perspective, K. Hey, let me say this to Nino and Slug. I want to get y'all perspective on the Will Smith smack. You know, it's kind of old, but I just want to see what y'all think about that. But before we do that, I want to give Timo Supreme the chance to touch on supporting black business from your perspective, my brother.
Absolutely. Y'all remember, I think 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 lived in there. Yeah, Slug, myself, Shank, Habit, Arizona. Remember that place down Central? It was like Lalo's Chicken and Waffles.
Yeah,
but it was like that, but it was black owned, and people were like, "Oh, it's all blacks in there," and I'm like, "It's good food. I'm going." Down Central, downtown Phoenix, like past the stadium. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But you remember that?
Yeah, Lolo's. I've been there.
Yeah. No, but not the chain that's in California, but the one that was down Central. Yeah. So
down Central, downtown.
If you good, you get good reviews. Absolutely, doesn't matter who makes it. This is the best chicken in the world down there. You know, I mean, like, doesn't matter what business this is. If it's a really good business, like, then you're gonna go for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know. Right. So it doesn't matter who